ورسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم يقول: كل بدعة ضلالة.
الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه ومن والاه. From the ahadith that are mentioned regarding the virtues of Ramadan is the narration that speaks about the 2 times of joy that a fasting person experiences. لِلصَّائِمِ فَرْحَتَانِ يَفْرَحُهُمَا. For the fasting person there are 2 times of joy where he feels that joy. إِذَا أَفْطَرَ فَرِحَ بِفِطْرِهِ. When he opens his fast, he has joy upon that. وَإِذَا لَقِيَ رَبَّهُ فُرِحَ بِصَوْمِهِ. And when he meets his Lord, he is pleased with his fasting. As for when a person opens his fast, then the joy that he experiences at that time, it is due to realizing the blessing of Allah upon him, that Allah has decreed for him the ability to complete that day of fasting, to have completed this great act of worship and to have made it to the end till Maghrib. So that servant of Allah is overjoyed at the fact that Allah has given him ability to fulfill this great act of worship and make it all the way till Maghrib. So when he opens his fast, he is overjoyed at having fulfilled this great obligation for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So upon us all to remember that at the time of opening the fast, to remember this blessing of Allah, that you have had the ability to perform and to fulfill this great obligation for Allah at the time when you open your fast. The second time of joy is when that person meets his Lord on the Day of Judgment, because this particular act of worship, this fasting, holds a great reward. So the fasting person is overjoyed on that day, knowing that there is a great reward for his action and his obedience of fasting that he performed. And from amongst those rewards on that day is that very specific and particular door or gate of paradise that nobody enters in from except the fasting people. So it is mentioned on that day in the narration, أَيْنَ الصَّائِمُونَ. It will be said, where are the fasting people? Where are the ones who used to fast? لِيَدْخُلُوا الْجَنَّةَ مِنْ بَابِ الرَّيَّانِ الَّذِي لَا يَدْخُلُهُ أَحَدٌ غَيْرُهُمْ. Let them enter in from the gate of Ar-Rayyan, from which nobody else enters besides them. And in some narrations it mentions, once they enter, that gate is closed and nobody else except those fasting people enter from that gate. So that is surely a time of joy for them on that day too.